Welcome to this exclusive interview where we dive deep into the beautiful world of the InterContinental island, a luxury resort nestled in the breathtaking Maldives. Known for its crystal clear waters and great hospitality, this resort offers a unique blend of relaxation and adventure, making it a top choice for luxury travelers seeking a lavish escape. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with the General Manager, Reinhold Johann, who will share insights into what makes this destination truly special. So, good morning, Reinhold.
Good morning, Lana.
How are you?
Fantastic, absolutely great today. Look at the weather, how can I be?
Absolutely, I love Maldives so much, so thank you so much for welcoming us today.
Pleasure.
Here.
Great having you.
I have a few questions to
Please.
you, if you mind. What motivated you to pursue a career in hospitality, and how did your journey lead you to become the general manager of the InterContinental Maldives Maamunagau resort?
Look, it's a long journey, right? So I started already in my childhood. I born in the industry. My parents had a small restaurant. So I started as a chef and coming out from a very small village. I would say not, an interesting life, but the outside world fascinates me, so I want to see it. And I started to explore as a chef. So I went around in Europe. Then Europe was getting too small. I continued in Asia. I continued into Middle East. And then I said, look, what life should bring to you. And I made my hotel school. And after hotel school, I got the skills for to become into the management. And then I made my way into management. And a couple of years later, I was a GM, since it always fascinates me to have the combination of people and guests in a cultural remote area, and that was my aim to become a general manager. And now this more than 22 years that I'm on the head of a hotel.
You're here in Maldives for the last 2 years? Or?
No, in the Maldives I'm a total of 5 years.
Okay.
I had a little bit of break for the COVID times. But I felt that the hospitality fire still burns very much, and when the possibility came for InterContinental, I said, look, that's it. I need to come back again. Yeah.
What do you love, admire most about working in the Maldives, and how does the environment influence your management style today?
Look, the Maldives is unique. You don't find a place in the world like this. You have a sandbank with some palm trees, and you make that a hotel, you make that manageable. The cultural aspect you bring in from people from all over the world to work, to make it happen, to have 365 days, beautiful weather, warm climate, and that makes a big difference. And also with the pros and cons with such an island has to operate it, that made it very interesting for me.
Do you have particular months it's better to come to Maldives, or it's...
Look, in the people's mind, the winter months, in the European winter months, they say is the better time to travel. But what we experienced the last couple of years, you can come any time of the year, and you have a good time to stay. You might have a 2-3 days rain that can happen. It happened in January, but can happen in May. So you can visit all year round. That's
okay,
beautiful.
so there is no high season, low season?
There's high season in terms of clients coming in and out. Of course, we are more busier during the cold months in Europe, people coming here, but the summer is also a good time to visit.
And if it depends on the nationality coming in different periods, so
look,
or it's...
We are so well located in the Maldives. We have travel hours, only 4 hours to Middle East. We're having 4 hours to Asia. We're having a little bit longer to Europe. So, but it is well balanced, and that's what we trying to make in the hotel, a well-balanced nationality. That will help us a lot.
And what is the easiest way to come from Mali to the resort?
We have a seaplane. You will arrive at the international terminal. Some people from us waiting for you with a sign, InterContinental. So we welcome you, we bring you to the lounge, and then maybe
take care of everything.
We're taking care of everything.
Absolutely.
No worries, no hassle.
Could you please share a memorable experience or guest interaction that has a lasting impact on you during your career, and maybe how guest feedback led to a significant change in operation or service at your resorts here?
Look, there's so many, and each guest is an individual. So we listen to the guest very, very careful. I'm trying to see the guest on arrival and departure, and I'm trying to see the guest once a day. So the interaction for us is very important. Each guest is different, and each guest have different needs. So we are adjusting ourselves to that, and then we acting accordingly what the guest wants. Since you are in such a unique environment, so there is a lot of specials which we have to do.
Talking about Maldives, your personal experience, what are some of your favorite activities and experiences in the Maldives that you recommend to the guests and your personal?
Yeah, look, the Maldives gives you so much, right? I'm a passionate diver, and I can't wait till I go out to dive. Even now, sitting here, just looking out on the sea, beautiful sea life passing by. That's amazing, right? But that's only one part of it. Then you have many other things what you can do. You have spa, you have recreation. You have so many possibilities. People believe or have it in their mind when they're saying Maldives. Oh, what shall I do there on an island for a week or a couple of days or even 2 weeks? But here you can do so much. There's never a bored moment.
Talk about your domestic reef. It's amazing. Really, I haven't seen anywhere something like this.
Yeah, look, it's still alive, is full of color, is vibrant. And as I said before, I'm a passionate diver. I love my night dive, so I have even activities during the night.
So you can dive actually on your here on the island on domestic reef.
Yeah.
Wow, good to know it. Yeah. What are unique operational challenges faced by hotel in the Maldives, and how do you address them?
Again, we are a pile of sand with a few palm trees, and we have to make that work. That makes it so unique. So we have a lot of operational challenges. We produce our own water, our own electricity. We have multicultural people, right? So we have to bring the nations together. Sometimes we have environmental challenges. We have weather challenges. So there are multiple issues on the day, which can flight delays accessible to the island, crisis management, which we trying and exercise that we are ready for all eventualities. So there are a lot of challenges a day, but with the team behind and the company behind, they are easily manageable, and then you feel the paradise and the nature. You enjoy the place where you are.
So the island is natural, right?
The island is natural.
And I saw some of your people on the island talk that the sand moves here. Is it right?
The sand moves, but that is natural.
Natural,
We have different current with different seasons. So you see move within 2-3 months. You have maybe create new patches on the island. A couple of months later, it moves back. That is part of the nature.
So the island is natural. It moves and makes different shapes.
It's
wow,
all alive.
Interesting.
If you look, for example, the lighthouse and the spa,
yes.
There's certain time of the year where the spa is on sand, and certain times of the year where the spa sits on water.
Amazing. How your hotel incorporating sustainable practices to minimize environmental impact, considering the Maldives' delicate ecosystem?
Look, it is a very delicate ecosystem where we are, and we have to make every possible move that we keep our footprint as small as possible. So we're having a lot of initiatives, like we're using our own solar power to reduce the carbon footprint. We're having a very strict waste management system. We're having systems in place which also encouraged from InterConti in terms of energy saving measurements, LED lights, special measurements safe on air conditioning units, on hot water. So, and again, we look wherever we can to keep the footprint, as I said, as small as possible. We have no plastic bottles on the island. We putting compost, for example, from the food waste, that we have a circle of life which goes around. So there are multiple ways, and we're trying to find every new avenue to keep the footprint as small as possible.
I have to point out that the food is so delicious and the restaurants so good.
Thank you.
Could you please explain and tell a little bit about your chef and the cuisine you have, the restaurants?
Look, if you're on an island, food is becoming a very, very critical item to have, right? So we're having very well-trained chefs. The brigade is very big. We're having a lot of specialists in the hotel. When I see our bakery, for example, and maybe you can give me your opinion, I think that is unique. You know, that is definitely a French quality what we're having. So the food, the level of food must be very high, and we're having also we're inviting chefs from outside, like we have right now from Tantris in Munich. So they inspire us as well to come up with new ideas, to come up with new items. Our chefs are very keen to learn. They learn new techniques. So for that we're keeping the level very high up, and we are very proud of the critics we get from our clients. They're raving about our food, like you just said.
So you mean Michelin stars?
That's a Michelin. It's a 2 Michelin star chef in house at the moment.
Do they come just for one day?
They come for a couple of days. They make some special menus. We have them tomorrow night, and a couple of days later another session. We did the same for New Year, and we have already scheduled for later on in the year some of those chefs, which are very well known.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So, could you please tell what is this question I ask? What is luxury for you today? The personal, guestly, so what is it for you?
Luxury is very difficult to define. Right? For me, luxury have a lot to do with time. I think time is one of the essence which is missing in today's world. And once you're on the island, you make yourself those time. And then the luxury have to come in from our side. We need to be one step ahead of you, what you wanted to do and what your needs are, to fulfill your needs before you even question them. And if you combine that, I think that makes it very special.
What makes your island special for your guests? Do you have any particular things that mention only for InterContinental?
Look, the location by us is very unique. We're on the Ra Atoll, which is very close to Ba Atoll, and the people anticipate Ba Atoll to mantas. But we discovered that we're having mantas when even Ba Atoll don't have mantas. So you can swim with the mantas by us 24/7, 365 days a year.
Wow.
And that is supported by us by the organization called Manta Trust. They're doing manta research, and they're trying to get more details why the mantas are in our atoll, and they're saying even that it's the birthplace of mantas by us, so you can find them from small to big size, and that is very unique. So
how many mantas you can meet at the same time?
Depends, from 1 to maybe 100 if you're very lucky.
Oh really? Yeah. Wow, nice. Thank you so much for your time.